Why does a Tibetan hot pot leave tourists raving?
It's chewy, absolutely amazing.
What secret hides in the kitchen, where the ever-popular crayfish was made?
Here, our crayfish versus chicken feet is finished.
How does a milk bucket turn into a cooking tool?
Like magic.
Explore the local flavors across China. Let's hit the road. From deep mountains and dense forests, to fields and farmlands, a wide variety of ingredients offer people abundant choices for their daily meals. Food lovers from all over the country use ingenious combinations of ingredients to create unexpected flavors, which become beloved favorites. Ingredients can even stack up like a mountain. How to make authentic Heishui flavors in a Tibetan clay pot.
When it comes to hot pot ingredients, it's all about delicateness.
When crayfish and chicken feet, two signature late-night snacks in Wuhan, collide, what kind of jackpot combo is created?
Spicy, numbing, savory, aroma, smooth and tender.
Boss, 2 more plates of crayfish please.
One can grill meat on even stones. What kinds of flavors can they achieve, using the magic-like cooking method? Rock on! Follow our delicacy hunter as we traverse China in search of deliciousness. During May, temperatures in Heishui County, Sichuan Province rise, attracting more tourists. In Yangrong village of Shishizhuo town, villagers perform the Guizhuang dance to welcome guests. While tourists watch the scenery of snowy mountains, savoring the delicious Tibetan hot pot is a must for experiencing the unique flavors of highland cuisine. The local Tibetan hot pot not only uses various parts of the yak, but also features unique containers. To uncover the secrets of the Tibetan hot pot's flavors, we need to find a majordomo.
Majordomo, Tashi Delek.
Welcome.
I just took a walk through the village.
Right.
I feel every house has its own unique charm.
Yes, the houses here are all of traditional stone and wood structures. We Tibetans love paintings and carvings as decorations.
A Tibetan who worked away from home for years, Norbu Dolma, was invited back to the village in 2021 to take over the operations and management of Yangrong village's homestays. Everyone affectionately calls her the majordomo.
What's she doing?
She's weaving a yak wool blanket. It's warm and light.
This time, she's prepared a special welcome gift for the delicacy hunter who just arrived.
I'm done. How do I look?
Beautiful, you look even more stunning.
But do the pretty clothes fit daily productions?
That's for you to find out now. Let's go.
Norbu Dolma told the delicacy hunter to savor the unique taste of Tibetan hot pot. They must venture to higher altitudes.
Are all these yaks yours?
These belong to several families here.
So do you just let them roam freely on the slopes every day?
Yes.
Does that mean nomads have to climb up and down the mountains every day?
Yes, we are nomads and this is our way of life. Actually, if you stayed here for 2 or 3 years, you'd get used to it.
Look at this huge bone.
Yes,
Which part is it?
the back thigh of the yak. Look, it's the bone marrow. And these tissues.
I've been meaning to ask.
Yes,
I would like to know, why does this bone have such a large yellow section on it?
these are the essence of the bone broth after stewed.
Do we put it in with cold or hot water?
Cold water.
No scallions, ginger, or garlic.
No.
The goal is to maintain the natural flavor.
Yes.
Yak bone broth is the soul of Tibetan hot pot. The yaks from Hishui have amber-like bone marrow and fat. When slow cooked in clear water, the broth gets richer as the cooking time prolongs. Norbu dolma is finally unveiling, the highlight of the Tibetan hot pot.
Now we can add the beef ribs into the pot.
Beef ribs, right, but I see there's also brisket.
Yes, there's brisket and ribs.
Why not cook the meat together with the bones from the start?
The large bones need to simmer first. The longer they simmer, the richer the broth becomes.
Norbu Dolma explained that the biggest trait of Tibetan hot pot isn't dipping ingredients into the hot pot. Instead, large chunks of yak meat are pre-cooked, then added to the hot pot. Other ingredients are layered inside the pot, based on their characteristics to simmer together. One iconic ingredient is yak meatballs.
Just like making tsampa. Yes, tsampa is made the same way. How long does it take to fry these? About 7 or 8 minutes.
Got it.
For Tibetans living at high altitudes, the point of using ingredients is making them solid. Meatballs made from yak tenderloin contain no fat at all, just solid lean meat. However, fried meatballs don't have much flavor on their own. Norbu Dolma assured us not to worry, the moment of flavor fusion is coming soon. The delicacy hunter noticed. This hot pot is quite unique.
Its appearance is similar to the copper pots used for Beijing lamb hot pot, but the material seems to be iron, right?
Wrong. This is a Tibetan handcrafted black clay pot. It's a clay pot, and it has excellent heat resistance. So with the charcoal burning underneath, it can retain heat for a long time.
Today's hot pot is simple, right? We just toss all the ingredients into the pot and cook them together, right?
Not quite. There is a particular way of laying ingredients in the hot pot. It's based on the texture of the ingredients and how long it takes to cook them.
Cabbage is laid at the bottom to prevent the yak meat from sticking to the pot.
The next layer is mushrooms. Once they're in the pot, the broth becomes even more flavorful.
The mushrooms add depth to the broth's savory taste.
The third layer is the highlight. Here go the ribs.
Once the ribs are placed in the pot, the vibrant colors look really appealing.
Right?
The stewed ribs are the main course of Tibetan hot pot. They must be stacked high.
Next, a layer of vegetables. Let's add Hishui potatoes on top. Potatoes from Hishui are soft and sweet. Absolutely delicious.
Hishui's potatoes from high altitude are soft and durable, making them a signature hot pot ingredient.
Fifth layer now.
Where are the potato noodles?
It's time to lay the meat, right?
Potato noodles.
Meat was all I was thinking about.
After a layer of wide potato noodles, various ingredients and fried meatballs are arranged on top. Then, pour in the yak bone broth and continue simmering for 20 minutes. Under the influence of high heat, the rich savory taste of the yak bone broth gradually permeates every ingredient. The intense aroma bursts forth, making it impossible to resist.
Come on. Let's dig in. So chewy.
Is it good?
It's fantastic.
After a day of sightseeing, nothing beats a hearty hot pot. When we come back to the inn, yak meatballs soaked in bone broth are crispy on the outside and tender inside, bursting with chewiness. The pure, unseasoned yak ribs get even more enjoyable with every bite. As the broth in the pot thickens, dip yak leg meat into it. A Tibetan hot pot full of rich ingredients, not only does it warm you up and satisfy your stomach, but it's also a perfect expression of Tibetan local flavors.
Tashi delek.
Big shrimp. Big shrimp. Big shrimp again. Speaking of Wuhan in Hubei province, the unchallenged hometown delicacy is big shrimp. People in Wuhan refer to crayfish as big shrimps. Whenever the dish hits the table, the nightlife atmosphere is always elevated.
Let's grab some shrimp. Wuhan's special nighttime snack is big shrimp fricassee in every season. Don't use chopsticks, use your hands.
If you want to have crayfish in Wuhan, you might visit Jiqing Street or Hubu Lane, while locals prefer Wansong Road at night.
She has been here for about 20 years. The place is about 20 years old.
The flavor is fantastic. We've been eating here for many years.
Another 2 plates of crayfish, please.
All right.
Come on, give me dishes to be delivered.
On this very street, Wanqing, a 80s-born entrepreneur, runs her crayfish restaurant that is always full when before the sky darkens. As a true action taker, she discovered that chicken feet are just as popular locally. She immediately began experimenting, combining crayfish and chicken feet to create a unique signature dish. Crayfish versus chicken feet. I wonder what flavor is created when the two ace nighttime snacks are combined.
Crayfish versus chicken feet is served.
Thank you. Look at the meat. It's so meaty.
Right, very bouncy and savory.
It's not the best season for crayfish, yet the meat is quite plump.
True.
Also, I noticed that the flavor is not just spicy,
It has a sweet aftertaste.
like well balanced.
Yes.
Let me try the chicken feet.
Yes, you must have chicken feet while they're hot. Once they cool, they will be less glutinous.
These are truly tender, glutinous, and full of flavor, especially that hint of sweetness. The texture is incredibly rich.
The taste of crayfish versus chicken feet is surprising. The glutinous and flavorful chicken feet are unforgettable. The crayfish are coated with a rich layer of collagen. Sucking the juice from the head releases an instant burst of spicy and sweet flavors, filling your entire mouth. This rush of deliciousness immediately triggers a surge of dopamine in your brain. The bouncy crayfish meat is so addictive that you can't stop eating it. How did the owner manage to create such an impressive dish? It starts with a careful selection of ingredients.
This one looks great, shiny. There are no yellow parts. This one has some yellow tissues. It won't do. It splits when cooked.
The yellow parts on chicken feet are actually calluses, which are hard to infuse with flavor during cooking. One avoids them at all costs when selecting chicken feet. What about her selection process for crayfish?
This one is called green shell. You can see that it's in greenish red. We usually call it rusty crayfish or green-red crayfish.
Greenish-red crayfish.
In fact, it has the best texture. The meat is tender and bouncy. The completely red ones are tougher.
One explains that bigger crayfish aren't necessarily better. The greenish-red crayfish is in the transitional stage of maturity, offering the perfect balance of tenderness and elasticity, making it the ideal choice for her crayfish versus chicken feet. But how are these crayfish caught? The answer might surprise you.
What kind of tool is that? Let me see.
It's a special tool for catching crayfish.
Duck intestines are one of the crayfish's favorite baits. Wrap them around the bottom of a basket, which is then submerged in the water. After waiting for 3 to 5 minutes, the liveliest crayfish are drawn by the scent.
It feels heavy. We've caught something. This one's big.
Crayfish can be cooked in many ways. Spicy, steamed, or cooked with garlic. But what secret ingredients does Wanqing use when making crayfish versus chicken feet?
Does it smell good?
Yes.
This is the braising liquid for the chicken feet.
Braising liquid?
Yes.
The aged braising liquid is rich and intense, imbued with salty, savory, and spicy notes. It's the soul of the chicken feet. After 20 minutes of simmering, the entire room fills with an enticing aroma of spice and heat. But according to Wan, that's not nearly enough. She brings out a unique weapon that's essential for preparing crayfish.
Look at this. It's like a boat. This is a herb grinder, right? You use it for hand grinding?
Yes, we'll grind the spices. Each one on the table. Star anise, cinnamon, Sichuan peppercorns.
Sichuan peppercorns.
Yes, and this is green peppercorns, white cardamom, fennel seeds. Almamumbalosum pods and red cardamom, 2 pieces each.
To what extent should we grind them?
Just grind them. Into big pieces. No need to make them into fine powder.
Grinding the spices into large pieces ensures that they don't burn easily while retaining their full flavors during cooking.
Even this grinder smells amazing now.
Doesn't it?
My hands and the grinder are soaked in the aroma.
One notes that to make tasty crayfish versus chicken feet, the oil used is no common type.
It has solidified. I think it's lard.
That's right. Smell it. Is it good?
This is rapeseed oil.
Yes.
Rapeseed oil has such a distinctive aroma. And this one's just regular salad oil, right?
Yes.
Combining rapeseed oil with salad oil enhances the aroma while making the fried crayfish look brighter and more appetizing.
Step back.
Look at those golden bubbles. That's the rapeseed oil working its magic.
Yes. The crayfish have to be ripe fried. It takes about more than 10 seconds. Let the roe inside the head solidify.
Fry the crayfish in oil heated to nearly 300 degrees Celsius for about 10 seconds can solidify the roes, preventing the loss of the substance along with their savory taste. Next, one heats another pan, adding salad oil, rapeseed oil, and a small amount of lard to build a rich base. She then stir-fries scallions, ginger, and garlic.
Keep the fire small. You have to turn the heat down. Don't fry these for too long.
Or they'll burn.
Yes.
Turn down the heat and pour the spices in, releasing layers of complex flavors. Spicy chili peppers, a staple in Hubei cuisine, are a must-have in this dish.
Now the crayfish.
Add some beer first. The beer goes in.
Okay, all of them.
The beer removes any fishy smell and adds a malty aroma to the crayfish meat. Now comes the most important part of the seasoning of crayfish versus chicken feet.
What's that?
Fermented soybean paste, spicy chili paste, and a secret blend of ingredients.
The mixture of fermented soybean paste and spicy chili paste is the source of the salty flavor. The sauce enhances the savory taste, spiciness, and overall flavor complexity.
I can see the sauce has reduced quite a lot.
But it's not time to dig in yet. The other main character of the dish hasn't joined the party.
Now the crayfish meets the chicken feet.
Yes, let's add about 10 of them.
All right, 10 is the number of perfection.
The braised chicken feet are a source of collagen. After simmering with the crayfish for 5 minutes, the flavors melt together. The sweet crayfish and the savory chicken feet blend into a bold, spicy taste that pours into your mouth. A harmonious balance of fresh, spicy, savory, and sweet flavors is reached. The smell alone makes people hungry.
Here, our crayfish versus chicken feet is finished.
Spicy, numbing, savory, aromatic, smooth and tender.
Wan's ingenuity has created a new nighttime delicacy, putting Wuhan on the gourmet map once again. Many people's impression of Mongolian cuisine is big bowls of wine and hearty bites of meat. In Jiqing City, Inner Mongolia Autonomous Region, there's a restaurant that fully exhibits authentic Mongolian local flavors.
Beyond the horizon lies a vast grassland, the expansive prairie.
In this restaurant, whether it's their ingredients, cooking methods, utensils, Plating, serving or tasting, every step is infused with a deep sense of ritual. One of its signature dishes, knee tendons and ligaments, is drawing many diners to visit for its reputation.
I just love their flavors here.
You know, it's incredibly good.
It's especially chewy.
It feels a bit familiar. I have been checking the pictures on my way here for your special dish.
All right, please have a seat inside.
Gao Jijun, whose biggest hobby is fitness, has a surprisingly meticulous inner nature despite his rugged and muscular exterior. Many innovative Mongolian dishes are crafted by his skillful hands.
With this piece of meat, I tasted softness, tenderness, chewiness, glutinousness, and crunchiness, right?
A true connoisseur.
So which part of the meat is this?
If you want to know, which part did the meat come from, you'll need to follow me tomorrow.
The next morning, our delicacy hunter follows Gao to find the secret behind the dish.
Let me tell you, this is knee tendons and ligaments.
Knee tendons
now try to
and
point out that
ligaments.
part on the picture.
Behind the knee?
Nope.
We have the actual piece here.
We have an ox leg for reference.
Even seeing the real thing, I can't tell where the knee tendons and ligaments are located.
This spot.
This cut lies behind the knee of the ox's rear leg. It's rich in both soft and crunchy tendons which are connected to a fine piece of meat. This combination creates a complex texture. Because of the tendons, the part is rich in protein. But the knee tendons and ligaments aren't enough. Gao takes the delicacy hunter to an aquarium. This doesn't look like a place to buy ingredients.
Ma'am, do you have what I've ordered?
Yes, it's here.
You even had to pre-order this?
Right here in this basket.
A basket of rocks? What for?
Guess what kind of rocks these are?
They have holes, and they are very light, right?
These are red volcanic rocks.
Are we going to use them later?
Yes. All right, let's take them along.
Volcanic rock forms when magma cools rapidly during an eruption, resulting in a type of stone characterized by dense holes. But what does Gao plan to do with it? Now that we've got everything ready, let's uncover how volcanic rocks can be used to make delicious knee tendons and ligaments. First, we will boil it to remove blood and impurities. Gao also prepared a special marinade to remove odors.
Now that the blood and impurities have been cleared, what's next?
We'll marinate it with beer and add an appropriate amount of wine.
Beer and wine together?
The beer not only removes odors, but also adds a malty aroma to the dish. Red wine, rich in acids, reacts with protein in knee tendons and ligaments, enhancing the texture of the meat and adding color. Next, Gao reveals the use of the volcanic rocks.
We'll burn them. I'm about to show you. A fascinating tool.
I thought you were waving a hammer. Is it designed for heating volcanic rocks?
Yes, it is.
That's handy.
Volcanic rocks can withstand heat over 1,000 degrees Celsius, storing large amounts of energy to cook the knee tendons and ligaments. Then, Gao adds spices to the ingredients. Add dried chili, bay leaves, star anise, fennel seeds, Sichuan peppercorns, and finally, the secret sauce he made for the dish, coating each piece of knee tendons and ligaments evenly. He explains, to make this dish tasty, you'll need leg bone as well.
We need to crack it open.
Bone marrow contains some fat as well as abundant protein and calcium. Many calcium supplements use it as the raw material. Gao says that it's time for his magic performance.
So, we've marinated the meat. And I see the stones burning outside are about ready.
Yes.
So how do we combine these two things? What's this?
A milk bucket used in grazing areas. It seals well, so the food will be cooked faster. Since it's a milk bucket, it carries a slight milky fragrance.
There really is a faint milky aroma. So how do we load everything now?
First, we put the meat inside.
Gao, aiming to enhance the flavor with every tool, even repurposes the milk bucket.
All right.
Okay, the meat is laid down as the bottom layer.
Next, we add a layer of vegetables. Then pour in the bone marrow, spread it evenly. Pour the marinade into the milk bucket as well. Gao says the moment of witnessing a miracle is arriving.
So we just place it directly inside, right?
Yes.
Let me try. The temperature is extremely high now.
Yep.
Look, this piece is glowing red hot.
Yes.
Just place it inside, right onto the bone marrow?
Yes. Keep going. The aroma of oil, wine, meat, and bone marrow is all coming out.
All right, this needs speed. Quickly place it inside. What's this?
This is sugar. Sprinkle it all over.
Why sprinkle a layer of sugar?
Try it, you'll see. All in. A big handful. Keep adding it.
Fire. Why?
Add more. Just pour it all in.
It caught fire in an instant.
Yes.
Why?
The sugar instantly caramelizes and ignites.
And there's a smoky caramel aroma.
That's right. It enhances the smoky flavor of the meat.
Like a magic trick. This
We need
is
to
so
put
interesting.
all the sugar in.
All in?
Yes.
When the ultra-hot volcanic stone comes into contact with the bone marrow, the fat in the marrow melts instantly. Sugar is then sprinkled immediately, caramelizing rapidly under the intense heat. The caramelized aroma fills the entire milk bucket. Finally, the remaining knee tendons and ligaments are placed into the milk bucket and the lid is secured right away, locking in both the fragrance and heat. Gao's series of magic-like cooking steps left the delicacy hunter fascinated. Meanwhile, the blazing firewood and iron rack nearby hint that this magic show is far from over.
All right, tell me, how can I help you?
You hold this, don't let it move.
Okay.
Like this.
I need to hold it right?
Yes. Hold it. Now leave the rest to me.
All that fitness training was not in vain. Be careful, it's hot.
Rock on. Yes, slowly.
It's called a rocking grill, right?
Yes.
This feels a bit like the old popcorn roasters we used to see when we were kids. It's a little heavy.
Is it?
So how long does it take for the food to be roasted in this?
About an hour.
Just an hour?
Yes.
The milk bucket keeps rolling on the charcoal fire, maintaining the internal temperature. The fully sealed canister experiences rising air pressure from the heat, which increases the boiling point, making the knee tendons and ligaments even more tender. With such high pressure, opening the bucket after the process is tricky. But Gao has a solution.
All right, Hu, our dish is ready now.
As the top valve releases the internal pressure, the rich aroma of the meat bursts out. After such a complex cooking process, the knee tendons and ligaments have absorbed the flavors of beer malt, bone marrow oil, and caramel smokiness. With the help of these unexpected tools, the soft tendons become tender and glutinous. The crispy tendons are even crunchier. The lean meat has already become soft and tender.
Tasty.
At mealtime, whether it's a gourmet feast or a simple meal, it always evokes the purest anticipation in people. As long as you visit Norbu Dolma's hometown, she will definitely welcome you with a Tibetan hot pot. Even late at night, Wan Qin is still preparing the long-awaited late-night snacks for customers. Gao Jijun is still actively involved in developing new dishes, giving traditional food a new life. Every cook who puts their heart into their work always carries a deep affection for their hometown's produce, bringing endless aftertastes to people's palates.